the knife guy. Customer dropped off 14 Shun knives, and we're gonna get them all sharpened up for today. He got these at Williams Sonoma, which is a very nice high-end store here in South Reno, and he's had these for, he said, at least 8 years, never sharpened, and we're gonna touch it up and get everything sharpened for him. So let's move everything from here to there. Just wanted this nice little table to show everything that I'll be working on for today. I have my dog, Shaggy. He's my little helper for today. Jim, how's it going, buddy? He was chasing his tail. Now he wants to say hello. Hello. Hey, buddy. Are you going to help me sharpen these knives today? I love Shun knives. They are amazing. All right. That's all the side. So let's hold off to these for right now. Warren, how's it going, buddy? Yep, this is my dog. He's a 100-pound golden doodle. He's a he's a little goofball. Hey, all right, we're not gonna do that on camera. What do you want to do on your own private time? This is private time. All right. So these haven't been sharpened in around 8 years. So I set the angle to 15 on the angle. So I'm gonna start with a 120 grit Kubatron belt. Great thing about Shun knives, which you guys know, they sharpen so fast and so quick. So, all right. Make sure everything's all set up. Actually, yeah, let's just pull all the other knives out too. Perfect. It is freezing cold in Reno today. How's it in Carson, Warren? I haven't checked out any of our messages yet this morning. For having a small workshop, having this desk is fantastic. Just moves everything, adds a little bit more space to my workshop. All right. Try to remember not to yell since I have this little microphone. All right, guys. Well, let me know how the camera is and the view of my little chest harness today. Just seeing how everything is going, Warren. I haven't checked out our messages for today, buddy. All right, so we are going to sharpen at 2,000 RPM. 22 in Chicago. I'm not sure what we're at here in Reno. So Warren is a sharpener in Carson City. I'm in Reno. Pretty much the same temperature. So I do have my little heater going, but it's still very cold in here. So 2,000 RPM, edge leading, so I have my magnet underneath here to help catch any of the metal shavings when they come down. So let's get to it. Ready to burr pretty much already. That's why I love Shun. It's so easy to work on. -10 yesterday. How long have you lived in Chicago for?
Oh wow, 65 years. That's awesome. I've never been to Chicago. I've always wanted to go there. I just wanted to see a basketball game when Michael Jordan was playing as a kid. That's something I always wanted to check out. But no, I never made it to Chicago. Can you guys let me know how the volume is? I'm trying to talk normal with my respirator on, so let me know how the volume is on your guys' end. So, one thing with Shuns, it doesn't matter. Every Shun I've come across has had these chips in it. Just so funny. So, I have a Shun like myself. I love like the knife, but every Shun has chips in it. So I'm just curious how people always do this to Shun knives. And just like that. Let me put a very nice tip on it. Wow. How is business as a knife sharpener in a bigger city like that? I don't know how many people we have in Washoe Valley or in Washoe County. That's the county I'm in Washoe, in So I'm curious, how is the market over there for knife sharpening? I would think busier. Let me grab these knives. I'm trying to adjust the camera up so I can see a little better. Hold on 1 second. It's good. There's only about 3 sharpeners. Oh wow, that's awesome. Do you guys refer to each other for certain items that you don't sharpen? Like, I send customers who call me to Warren for well, I used to send for clipper blades. He stopped using it, and now I send beauty shears to Warren. I don't mess with that at all. So, do you guys do the same, or do you just handle everything that comes your way? And then look at this guy. Try to zoom in for you. This is before sharpening. Tip is broken off. See it right there. What items do you not sharpen? I don't do clipper or salon shears. I just got the twice as sharp, so I am trying to hit up the salons, or I'm sorry, the sewing shop. Awesome. And then got the tip back on. That's why I love going edge leading. I'm able to put such a good tip back on the knife. Looks like I have to still touch a little bit at the very tip. Yep, the tip was broken off too. So I have to work on the tip a little bit more. There we go. Got it. Good. Whew. All right. So that was the 120 grit Cubitron belt. I swapped belts out yesterday, and it just cuts so well. So, you know, you buy your belts in bulk, then don't be afraid to swap them out. You know, if you want to try and extend like the life of them, you know, you could just be heating up like the edge too much of the blade. And these belts are so cheap. So this was 12 knives, and sometimes this is only all these metal shavings. I get this from only a couple knives, so that's why I love Shun so much, because you take off so little material and they're so easy to sharpen. I mean, they are fragile, So with this, I'm going to touch the back edge, and then I'm going to hit it with the wire wheel brush, and then take the burr off with the leather belt. I've never seen a serration like this, like the little wavy one. It's so interesting. So I'm curious how that's going to cut after I'm done sharpening it. So, all right. And so I have my 600 grit Trizec belt here. Sorry, I'm looking at one way, the camera is another. So, let's see. So I have my 600 grit Trizec belt here. And we're going to touch up the back edges with this, and then refine the scratch pattern with that. So if you guys are enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up. It definitely helps promote the channel. Thank you guys very much. And again, going to 2000 RPM. So here it's trailing, and I'm just touching the back edge of the knife, bringing up a burr. Same thing over here. It's going to touch up the back edge to bring that burr up. These are very tiny serrations, so I'm very curious how this is going to cut across the magazine paper. But this is going to be much sharper than what it is. Alright, so I can see a burr is brought up the entire length. Alright, so I have my on-off magnet here. Turn it on. I'm going to place the blade on it. Then I have my wire wheel brush on my Dremel. This won't scratch up the knife at all, but it's going to help remove the burr and push it to the back side. Okay. Turn off the magnet. Flip it around. Turn on the magnet. I'm going to do the same thing. Okay. Turn off the magnet. And we are done with that. So then we are going to do the same thing with this guy. And that's all you need. Very light pressure. And then I'm going to clean these up with the leather belt later. So that goes back over here. So now we're going to get back to sharpening. Let's swap out tape because when I was sharpening up here, some of the metal shavings probably got onto the tape, and I want to prevent any scratching. Alright, so we're going to sharpen at 2000 RPM. 2000, alright. We're only going just light passes, nothing too crazy. With the 120, I did enough passes to create a burr. Here we're doing equal passes, just to refine the scratch pattern and bring down the burr. The burr is still going to be there, so that's why we have to use the leather belt to remove it. I'm gonna try and bring the camera up a little bit so I can bend over a little more to sharpen. See how that is. Let me know how you guys like this camera view. If I need to adjust it to something else. Final knife with the 600 grit Trizac. Alright. Alright, let me take my respirator off.
Whew, I can breathe again. So, I just had to replace these filters on my respirator because they were all black with metal shavings or debris. So, when I first started sharpening, I didn't have one, and then just look at all this metal shavings that come off these knives. So, that's why having a respirator is fantastic. All right, we are going with the A16. This is a Trizac A16 1200 grit. This is our final sharpening step. And just a couple light passes. And this is to leave a nice finish on the knife. And again, to refine the scratch pattern a little bit more.
All right. Cool. Okay, chest harness is back on. All right. Let me hit this other one more time. If you guys are enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up. It definitely helps out the channel if you guys are liking this video. All right. Whew. All right.
So we are done sharpening. I'm going to take you over to my leather strop. So I get these metal shavings out of the way. So I have a metal ash can. You don't want to put any hot metal shavings in a regular trash can in case it gets a little hot. It could burn. So I have my leather belt here. I'm going to put a couple sprays, diamond spray on it. You don't need a lot, just spray every couple inches until you cover the entire length of the belt. Okay. And then once we're done, we're going to wrap everything with some butcher paper. Let me get that ready. Perfect. All right, so if you guys are enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, the TikTok, as long as it's still in the US, and on Facebook, which you're on right now.
So It's fine to leave these belts on if you want to always take them off, but you do not want to leave your leather belts on the machine or they will stretch over time. So, I was sharpening edge leading at 2000 RPM. I'm going edge trailing so I don't cut into the leather belt at 1400 RPM. A little bit slower. And all I'm doing is matching up the same angle that I was sharpening at. And then we'll do a little test cut to make sure everything is cutting very smooth. Home Spark, are you still on? Hey, so what got you into knife sharpening? Is it in the family, or you just came across it because you had some dull knives and had to figure it out? Silas, how's it going? Yeah, I'm sharpening Shun knives for a customer, and I'm done sharpening. I'm just removing the burr on my leather belt, my own knives, then sharpening. Yeah, that's how it started, like, for me as well, man. So I love to cook, and since I'm a full-time fireman, you know, we always have a rotation on who has to cook, and then all the knives at the fire station are so bad. Everyone puts them in the dishwasher. So I brought my own. I'm like, all right, it's getting dull, and how do I sharpen it? So I had to go through the whole process of trying to show us Wolfsburg steel knives. I don't have those with me currently. Sorry, buddy. This is called a Shun knife. Pretty common knife, actually. This is what it looks like. Shun. There's different grades of Shuns. These feel pretty good. I mean, every Shun I've sharpened is a very thin edge, so you have to be careful because every Shun I've sharpened has chips in it. So I'm very curious on how people treat their knives. But this is a pretty common Japanese knife. Miyabis are another knife that's pretty common. That's Japanese style. What I do love about these, though, is once you get them sharp, they are very, very sharp. All right. So then we're going to hit the burr on the serrated knives. Oh, let me try and get you in frame. Lovely, dude. Have a nice... Yeah, dude, you too. Thank you very much. Alright, let's see how well we did with the Shun. Oh, yeah. Very, very good. I like that. I'm trying to get you in frame with me. I apologize. So I'm just teasing like the bird, just back and forth. Very good. I like it. Cool. All right.
So before I would just sharpen, so before doing the serrated knives, whoops, I would sharpen them how I normally did and use the wire reel and then call it good. And then for some reason I just wasn't getting a good result from it. So then I started to use like the leather belt, and it just does such a good job with it. It just slices through. So I've been very happy with that. Just sharpen. Yeah, I own one Shun like myself, and I love it. But here, let me put this over here. But once it gets dull, it's dull. So I gotta sharpen mine soon. I'm gonna move this chair over here so I can get these sheaths up here. All right. Cool. All right. Let's cut this. Oh. So this is the part I struggle with trying to show you guys. I'll I'm trying to adjust my clamp. There, trying to lower it a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing here. So I'm putting each knife in its own little sleeve to protect it for travel. And I'm spraying it down with some isopropyl alcohol. I always tell the customer to wipe it down with soap and water before use. Ah, so close. Yeah, where's that trash can? Let's bring it over here. We'll put some paper in it. Test every knife out to make sure it cuts very well. Oh yeah, and I missed the trash can. I did just make a video of how to sharpen pinking shears, so I should really like put my phone on do not disturb. My phone gets blown up with telemarketers very often. Very good. Let's put it right here. It'll be easier to clean up. Very good. do love shoe knives. So if you guys have any questions, just send it in the group, in the chat. So again, my name is Vinny, the owner of the Knife Guy, and I sharpen in Reno, Nevada. I'm a full-time fireman, so I sharpen the knives on my days off. Back on shift tomorrow, so you won't see me a few days. Oops, like that. Very good. Very, very good. Cuts so smooth. Actually, let's cut all these first and make sure. Good. Everything's cutting very, very well. Perfect. Every knife cuts. Gabo, how's it going, man? You just tuned in at the perfect time to watch the burrito. But you did miss all of these Shuns. So it's a little bit of a trade-off. Hope everything is going well over there, buddy. I'm not sure if you saw. All these knives are cutting very, very well. I did make a video of how to sharpen pinking shears with a twice as sharp. So, have you ever thought about trying to sharpen a scissors before? I used to do it on the canned onion, and then realized I was doing it wrong. Like I was only touching just the very tip. I wasn't sharpening the entire bevel. So then when I got the canned onion, I'm like, oh, this is way better. Or the twice as sharp, I was like, oh, this is way better. I'm good, man. Just got these knives, and I'm gonna head out for a little bit. And I'm back on shift at the fire station tomorrow, so I won't be around for a couple of days. All right. Every knife is sharpened, deburred, cuts well, and cleaned. All right. So now we come up to the part where we try to organize this into an orderly fashion, and then we wrap it just like a giant burrito. This is refreshing. Keep seeing this one guy, the knife sharpening shop, who makes the secondary way too wide. Oh, really? Who's that guy that ruins the client's knives? I'm very curious about that. So my shift schedule at the fire department is 2 days on, so a 48-hour shift and I have 96 hours off. So 2 on, 4 off, which is actually very nice. But we are expecting a newborn, so that's I'm very curious how that's gonna be. We're gonna take a few months off, the wife and I, when the kid pops out, so we can spend time with them and get everything going on. Then I'll head back to work. But I've been doing it for 17 years at the fire department, and it's a great schedule, man. I dig it. Oh, I looked him up. What's his name? Zoe Knives or something. Oh, I can't think of his actual name. Does he use a purple belt? I can't remember his name now, but he's always cutting paper to show how sharp they are, and the average person doesn't understand what happens. Oh, interesting. Okay. Are you a knife sharpener? What's your background? Zor or something? Yeah, I screenshotted it when you guys were talking about it because I'd never heard of him. Then I went to research him, and yeah, it was different. So, well, I appreciate you guys enjoying this channel. So, I've gone through a process of making a lot of mistakes early on, and biggest thing was I was able to learn from the mistakes. So, I do enjoy going edge leading. I feel I can get a better edge, and it doesn't take off as much material. I think it doesn't leave a bigger burr, at least a smaller burr, and then I can just shape the tip so sharp on it. I'm a spoon carver. A spoon carver? That's so cool. Where are you from? Awesome. Atlanta. Oh, right on. Well, sweet. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. I totally appreciate it. All right. And this is Brian. Thank you very much, Brian, for coming to get your knives sharpened. Now you guys can see my 3rd grade handwriting. Sweet. Thank you, Brian. Zone, I totally appreciate it, man. Thank you. I try. So, yeah, a little bit of a shorter video. I mean, I try to keep the videos about like an hour long. So, we just did 14 shoe knives for this customer. All done with that. Have my dog Shaggy helping out for a little bit. So, awesome. Not too much work to clean up here, so take this off. All right, cool. This is the new chest harness that I'm working with. It's good, but it blocks my view way worse than the neck mount, so I'm still trying to figure that out. So let me know if you guys like the view and the camera view, and I got this new mic, so hopefully I'm not yelling into the camera and it's a little bit more clear, especially with the mask on. So I'm gonna head out. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is Vinny, the knife guy, and have a great day. I'll talk to you later.